I just interviewed uh, Chris Krebs at the National Cyber Summit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you may not know the name, but he was the first director of CISA, the
Okay.
critical infrastructure, cybersecurity, or whatever. But he talked about. We didn't talk about it. Well, we talked about it somewhat at length, but he was the first director, right? It was this brand new thing, and part of that exercise that they did early as a team and his staff that he assembled was what is critical infrastructure? What counts? And they came up with a lot more elements that maybe had been previously thought of, but then they got into the interdependencies, and it became quite an eye-opening experience, I think, for him and for the other people on what really makes up critical infrastructure. And
Mm-hmm.
granted, sometimes people may not think and overlook something like healthcare.
I worked at the Red Cross when we had the '89 tornadoes,
Hmm.
and so for months I was not doing my regular job, but helping out with, interviewing, being a case manager, interviewing people that had needs. When you have a disaster like a tornado, or a flood, or COVID, everybody has to come together. We actually are part of the EMA
Hmm.
circle, and because and they do desktop kind of emergency situations from time to time. We have policies and procedures, what to do in this kind of a situation, and we all have to band together in that kind of a situation
Yeah.
to help. What about somebody's medication? It's all blown away because they lost their home,
Hmm.
and they need that medication just to live. So, we all have to work together to try to help take care of people, not just every day, but also in emergency situations.
Do you feel that I'm going to call it a snub? Sometimes you get snubbed, right, from contributing to something or being invited to something. Is it? Do you feel there might be this attitude that, hey, you guys are good on your own now, like you're flying on your own and you've got your hooks into the state and federal stuff
Mm-hmm.
that, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't necessarily need Huntsville,
Oh
or
my gosh, it couldn't be any further from the truth, Troy. I actually, eh, I know you can't imagine this, but I get myself into doors that necessarily it doesn't always. I wasn't the first person they thought of to come and speak. Um,
hmm,
I'm very outspoken at my Rotary. We get great guest speakers, and they always know that I'm going to somehow ask a question, and so it's not a snub.
okay,
It's more a I need to make sure that people know who we are and how we help the citizens of Huntsville. I don't take it as a snub at all.